Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel, welcome back. And today we're going to be doing a little bit of exciting session because we're going to be filling in this black. I sadly haven't found the F colour still, but that's still missing in action. But we do have some 310s formed, so got some spare 310s that we can use to do the little chicken here today. I have just been finishing watching Wild at Heart. Now, those of you that don't know what that is, it's basically a veterinary drama set in a place called Glenafric in Africa. You said Australia. And there's Leopard's Den, and then there's their neighbouring one called Mara. And the episode tonight consisted of basically over the last sort of episodes, Mr. Peters, who owns Mara, wants to build an access road through Leopard's Den. Well, of course, that means that Leopard's Den has to be bulldozed down in order to create that access road, and they took it to the High Court to try and prevent it from being built through, because they then realised that there was a alternative road that they could go around Leopard's Den, but they lost the court case. So what happened was they lost the court case, and then the next sort of episode, which is what I was watching today, they had to move out of Leopard's Den, but Mr. Peters agreed that they would do like a field hospital near the waterhole, to which Danny requested. And then all of a sudden they found this black leopard, and they tried to operate on it, and then the generator the generator breaks down, and they called Duplessis to come in to fix it, because he knows how to fix it. And it turns out that someone had cut the wires to the generator, and because they can't see what's happening, Caroline gets attacked by this lion, and obviously she's lost a lot of blood, so she gets taken to hospital. And then Mr. Peters owns up to say that it was one of his men involved. So whether it was a setup, I don't know, but it then turns out that Mr. Peters recognises the damage caused, and that he and Caroline and Anders Duplessis can stay at Mara. And then the worker comes in with some flowers as a peace offering, and then Mr. Peters fires him on the spot and says, I've been looking for you, you're fired. So yeah, and that was that. And then obviously Mr. Peters did the field hospital as a gesture of goodwill, because you know you're not supposed to do that if you're supposed to be bulldozing it. But it now turns out, towards the end of the episode, they are going to stand in the house to prevent it being bulldozed down at Leopard's Den. But the problem is, during that episode, Jana gets shot, and Jana is the three-legged cheetah that is the family pet of the Trevanians. You have Danny, Olivia, Caroline, Anders Duplessis, Nomza. Fatani sort of owns the bar, so he doesn't really, it's not part of the Leopard Den family, but he's more like based at Mara and stuff, so. But yeah, I could watch all the episodes now, but I like to be very traditional, and I like to watch it every Sunday, because originally it was aired on a Sunday at 8 o'clock, so every Sunday I watch an episode of it that's been recorded. So Yeah. But yes, it's this weekend has shot by. It really has gone quite quick. I've been doing a bit of cleaning today and done all the bathroom that I normally do on a Sunday, and then I did so we'll just go down here a minute. So what we're going to have to do, the L is missing at the moment and the F, so we will find that as soon as it crops up, and the 8 as well. If not, the plan of action would be to, for example, go through any new paintings, pinch them from that, and then replace the ones to that, you know, as and when. So yeah, Love Island's on now if anyone's interested. It's I feel like I shouldn't have said that really, because you're not going to see it because it's pre-recorded. I'm speaking as if I'm live. So yeah, okay, so let's see what we can do with this, because I've got to try and build this up, but we haven't got the L. So it's rather annoying. Yeah, I think this is now the furthest one ahead. Painting wise anyway. So I was going to do the rooster Henry. I don't really have a name for this chicken at the moment. Trouble is I've named so many, I'm just running out of names. And I don't really want them having two of the same name, but yeah, this one's gonna be, I'll be sad to see it go really. I mean, I've really enjoyed doing it. I mean, sad to see it finished. I've really enjoyed working on this one, but we've still got probably another 3 or 4 rows to do, depending how big I make this square. Sorry, you can't see that, can you? When you're filming, there's so many things you've got to, you know, keep an eye for. It's like the when you're on StreamYard, you know, you've got to do the live, try and catch the comments, put the ticker up, go through all the comments while trying to paint. You need an assistant. But yeah, last night I didn't get round to doing Henry until about, I think it was like 11 o'clock I was filming it, and yeah, it was just really very busy. And then today I thought, well, I'll watch Wild at Heart and then I'll do it now, because the trouble is I have to wait till the evening because the sun gets in the way and creates a glare on it. I've made this square a little bit on the big side, but never mind, this will be a giant square. We'll leave that there, because if we do it any further than that, we're going to have, we've gone right down to the chick then. Let me just move that down a smidge. So yeah, now we're going to go through here. Obviously I'm not going to get the colours out for the chicks because I need to look at all the things and stuff, so in there. And it goes right along here, so number 1. 310s are normally, they can range, they go from a Q to a, oh look, that's the pupil of the chick. They go from like an M, W and occasionally Q, so that's pretty good. Shouldn't have done that yet, so let me see if I can cut that off and put that there. I'm gonna create this one a really big square, because I feel like it's gonna shape a bit, but never mind. Okay, 4. All the 4s, falsy 4. Up and pairs, stairs, lazy roots, boots. But yeah, I'm pleased that I found at least the black for it though, but this F is quite a popular symbol. As you can see, it all feeds up into here, so we really must find that colour. I was going to try and find it by the time I was doing this session, but I've just not had the time. I'm just more tired, so yeah, but I'm sure it will turn up. Okay, so it's 0. Oh, you little... Oh! Just gone everywhere. Sake. Oh man, I'm not picking all that up. This is what I say, like the slightest knock, they'll go flying. So, this is why you have to be so careful. When it gets more busy with colours, it's a nightmare because you've got trays everywhere, and then you know the slightest little jolt or knock and it will send them all flying. That's why I'm always afraid to sneeze, because you know, you never really know if they're gonna go flying off the you know, sneeze, and they all go splattered. The worst is when you've dropped drills and they fell on the sticky part. I'd done that once with my phone, and it fell out the tripod when I was trying to get it out, and it fell on the mat, and all the tray, there was like a tray underneath it, and it all went all over the place, quite frankly. So yeah, but yeah, this is what's nice, because we're sort of wrapping up the farm theme now, once this painting's done. I am debating whether to introduce, because I have got a few more other farm animals, but I'm not really sure if I want to, you know, do like a series 2 or something, because I would like to get this into a stage where I get my weekends back to like not filming, because this channel I have to do like all week, whereas my other channels I don't film on the weekends. So we just have to, all it is it's just the farmyard theme should have finished in April and it's overrun, so it is what it is. But I think it's a nice break, because you get that summer through the, you know, the week, and then you get that lovely, you get a bit of an unboxing, and then you get this lovely farmyard bit at the end to break it up a bit. But as you can see, this is a really chunky square, so that's we might do 1 and 2 maybe, or you know, just see how it goes. But yeah, so when I'm diamond painting, I like to mark it up, which is where I draw the square and then I fill in. I love doing that, because then I know roughly what I'm working, how far to go and stuff. So yeah, at least, hello, at least it will be all ready for like next year and stuff, I suppose. Yeah, must have about, cool, blimey, I've tried to think how many I've got on the go. I'm actually working on a summer painting that you guys have not saw yet, because before I can start airing it, I have to do the unboxing for it, and I can't remember how far it is, because I normally put it in my diary of what unboxing goes up on what day. But as you may have seen recently, there's been a bit of a it's gone a bit AWOL on the schedule this week, so I've had to chuck in a couple of extra unboxings just to fill the days, because Thursday there was no way I could do Thursday because I was collecting packages and stuff. So, and then obviously the Starfish Globe, that's been on hold for a bit because I've mislaid the colour. I know I'm always mislaying colours, but I will get that back up and running as soon as I can. But tonight as well is like, I just finished filming tonight the last episode of the birthday card from Craft Buddy, and literally got that done today, and I need to get some. I want to have a look on the works because they've got some more paintings apparently, but the problem being is that their paintings are very sort of like, their stick is not very good, but I really need to do the range. I need to do a bit more cards. I've not seen any cards on Temu, and if I can get some on there I will do it. I've ordered a ocean sort of painting yesterday, because I had a £5 credit from Temu because the order that I was supposed to get on the 30th didn't come, and it turned up on the 1st of June. So Temu's policy is that they'll give you a £5 credit if your order's late. So I used that to get this painting that I've wanted for some time, but the maximum I'll go to is £5 a painting. If I really like it, then I'll pay however much it's asking for. So if it's 20 quid, it's 20 quid, but it has to really give me the wow factor to do that. And then obviously you're sort of thinking to yourself, well, if I don't get it now, it could get took out the cart. Because when people buy things, if they're low stock and you've got it in your cart, someone buys it, they take it out your cart if it's like the only one left. So that's another reason as well. But I'm really feeling quite tired tonight, so I can see an early night coming. Yeah. But what we'll do is, as you can see, this is the outline of that square. So what will happen is, get that tray off, but what will happen is this last one at the bottom I'm just going to make into like a big giant square, because that's going to feed it down to the bottom then. So we're plodding along on the beautiful brand new sea. So yeah. Seeing a sneaky little H. It's supposed to go right there. I'm loving it. Don't know if you just heard that, but it was the McDonald's app. Oh my god, the McDonald's theme tune where it goes. I'm loving it. But there's a purple milkshake apparently in America. Purple milkshake on McDonald's, and I watched this TikTok video, and this woman, no matter what she does, she's always swearing for it from start to finish. Like every word is a swear word. It's always like, I'm not being funny or nothing, but I don't really want to watch videos that it's like constant swearing. I mean, don't get me wrong, I swear on my channel, but not constantly. But it's just like it just seems like she's always got the ump, and it's like people that, if they're grumpy, that can reflect on you as well. It can make you feel grumpy. So, alright. So I'm trying to work out what this is supposed to be. Is this like I don't think it's a path, but something to do, perhaps it's a cabbage patch or something, because there's obviously perhaps soil or something. I'm trying to work out what this black is supposed to be. I mean, it's obviously some sort of grass or a field perhaps that she's sitting on, I don't know, on that one, but if anyone thinks they know, then do let us know. Well, there's no Waterloo Road this next week, so not really sure what we can watch. But that's, you know, I like it when it's like that because it gives me time to do more painting. It gives me time to catch up on programs that I've missed, and yeah, it's good. I've got a very painful mouth ulcer that has formed where the extraction site was, and I don't know if it's a side effect from, because I recently bought this toothpaste called Colgate, but it's got baking soda in it or something, so it's supposed to like deep clean it and stuff, but I don't know if it's an effect from that. But mouth ulcers are very painful, because I haven't got any Bonjour. My granddad used to always make us laugh because he would nickname it Bon Jovi. Obviously John Bon Jovi is a singer who is part of the Bon Jovi band, and one of the songs I like is "Shout for the heart, 'cause you're to blame, you're giving love a bad name." Yeah, I do love Bon Jovi. Such a great band. I was kitting up one of my, I've done an unboxing video 2 days ago, and I've just been kitting that painting up as well, so that's all now kitted up lovely. This is what slows us up as well, is when you've got a lot of different colour changes. When you've got nearly every symbol is a different colour, it will slow you up. So this one I don't really get an awful opportunity to multiplace. Oh, crap. I'll sort that out later. Yes, we get more and more of these feathers done, which is nice. And even a jewel on that. So I don't know what happened here, whether we had some loose jewels and I started to do that or what. Whether that was supposed to be from there to there, I don't know, but we'll extend it down to here anyway. But as you can see, the stick is really good. Okay, but that's the thing with the works as well, is I think they should really sort of, you know, develop their stick a bit better, because even ones that come from Temu, which are like, what, £3, their stick is really good. So I've seen some lovely outfits that I want to get from Temu. It's like a t-shirt and shorts, so they come in like a combi sort of pack. I've seen some new shoes that I quite like the look of. So it's nice because I normally get my clothing from either Hugo Boss, which is a designer company, or I normally get it from Peacocks. So Peacocks nearly went into administration, and yeah, I think they came out of it, because obviously when a company goes into administration, it means that, you know, they've got to try and find a way to pay. It's normally because they're in debt, or they're, you know, struggling with sales and stuff. But there are cases where a company can come out of administration and come out a stronger company, or sometimes they have to, like, they sell the company off, but then they'll come back as like a new company under a new name, but it's technically the same company. But you know, I just think Peacocks do really nice stuff. I don't really do Primark because they always, their sizes are always like extra to what the UK size is. So I don't tend to do Primark stuff. I can never find anything I like in there. I do shop with a company called Bad Rhino. They're quite a good company. They're basically menswear. And who else do I shop with? Cotton Traders. I shop with Cotton Traders. They do some lovely shirts. One of my friends, John, he buys a lot of polo shirts from there. So yeah, quite a few different places out there. I think I've got some stuff off Ferry. And there's this thing on Amazon Prime. It's called Try Before You Buy. So what you can do is you can, I think you have to pick like 5 or 6 items, but you buy all this clothing and they send it to you free, and then you have to decide whether you want it or if you don't want it, and then keep it or return it. And if you keep it, you then have to pay a charge, so they charge you for it. So it's really cool. I've done it, and that's how I got some of my shorts and stuff. So yeah. Top hands away. As you can tell, I love singing. I sing everywhere, in the shower, in the supermarket. It's really embarrassing, like when you go up to your relative and you think it's your relative and it's not. Because there was one day in Milestones, and I bought this train game. It was like a train simulator, so you drove trains. But I went back to the game stand to try and see if there was any more games. And this kid was there, and I thought this was years and years ago. And I thought, oh, that's my brother, I'll just, go over there. And it weren't. So I said, you right, George? And he looked around and was like, what? So I was like, okay, this is embarrassing, walk away. I've never felt so embarrassed in all my life. It's the worst, isn't it? When you I think my friend's mum said she did that. But yeah, I reckon by the end of the year this should be finished. Because at the moment I'm only getting time to do one session, and that's like on the same day it's supposed to go up. But I have thought about changing this to live. I'm not sure whether I want to yet or not, but maybe. Maybe. That's a song from Annie. The sun will come out tomorrow, so you better hang on until tomorrow. Come what may. Tomorrow, I love you. Tomorrow, you're only a day away. But I don't like the new version of Annie. I much prefer the old-fashioned version. They've changed so much in it, and it just does not look right. I mean, there's even talk about Maui is a live-action one. I don't know why I have to keep making so many different versions. Well, this chicken is not going to look all white, is it? Because it's got a lot of different colours in it, and I think this grey is overpowering it a bit, to be frank, because it's all down here and up there, so I don't know how this is going to look. Quite often they do that to break the colours up a bit, so... In sleep he sang to me, in dreams he came, a voice which calls to you and speaks my name. And do I dream again, for now I find the phantom of the opera is there. inside my mind. I think my mum went to see that, or was it Strictly Come Dancing? It was so funny. So I had a, you know them hip flask things? It comes in like a little square, like hip flask, and you get a screw-on lid. Well, I filled it up with juice and put it in my mum's bag because we went shopping one day, and I don't drink, alcohol unless it's a special occasion. So I didn't really use it for alcohol purposes. I used it for like juice and stuff. So anyway, the day after, I didn't know they were going to see Strictly Come Dancing, or Dancing on Ice, one of the two. And of course you have to go through security before you can go in. And the man said, okay, you're not allowed to, because they go through your bags and that, and they said, you're not allowed to take that in. And it was so funny because he thought it was alcohol. And my mum said, no, it's juice. I'm so sorry, I forgot to take it out of my bag. And she said, you can smell it if you want. So the guy said, yeah, if you don't mind. And he opened it and said, oh yeah, that's juice, that's no problem. And she was allowed to take it through. But I felt like an idiot because I should have took it out. But this is the thing with my family. It's always lack of conversation, like everything's sort of like secrets all the time, and I don't know why. Yeah. Might have to book another doctor's appointment because I keep getting, so far I've woke up with like a headache. I take the medication, it comes back. So I get the impression that something isn't quite right, and perhaps there's like an underlying medical issue. So I'm going to see how it goes. I mean, I am tired anyway, but I took, the last couple of nights I've not been sleeping very well, and because I have a condition called insomnia, and there's no cure for it. Insomnia is just where your body just don't want to sleep. So I take promethazine, and I don't like taking them because they make you fall asleep. And then the next day, because they say to take them at night time, the next day you feel sluggish, you just don't want to do anything, you're just so tired. Because it's like a sedative, it sends you to sleep. But I just felt like I need something to help me to sleep tonight, because I can't keep having all these late nights. Oh, come on, pick up. Bloody beeping, what's that? They were doing bloody roadworks the other night. I think it's on a video I recorded for May, because I've been working on videos for May next year. But oh my god, all night they were doing it, because they were resurfacing the road. But why they can't do it during the day, I don't know, because they could do it during the day, then just redirect the traffic. They don't have to go all through the night. But no. So there they are, they started at 6 o'clock at night and didn't finish till gone 2 to 3 in the morning. So you've got all these flashing orange lights that are peering through your sort of curtains of your bedroom trying to get to sleep, and you can't get to sleep because you've just got these flashing lights. You know, it's just ridiculous. And then next week I've got supposed to be getting these worktops renewed, and heard back from the landlord. Apparently they're not doing the windows now, so I've got to do like a big long paperwork thing, because I'm going to say, well, you've misled me then, because you've told me that we're having them done, but now you're saying, oh no, we're not having them done. They've literally just done the front room window and that's it. What is the point in that? Because apparently the other ones are not due for upgrade. Well, in other words, they don't want to spend the money to replace them. So everyone's just had like a front room window done and that's it, which don't make any sense. But I'm gonna, if they say, I've passed it to the customer service manager and I've said, look, if it's not sorted, I'm gonna have to take this to, you know, a little bit further up the line, because at the end of the day, you've misled me and I should be compensated for that. This one, yeah. This is so, I hate seeing gaps, but persevere and they will show up. The boys are back in town. But apparently there's Avatar 3 being made as well, but it's now releasing in 2025 or something. So I like the way that the towel comes down and then sort of meets in with this, whatever this is. I can't work out what it is. Looks like a watermelon, doesn't it? Because they have them sort of colours. Right, where do we get up to? 4. I'm gonna have our mate keep swapping and changing trays. Apologies about the burps there. I had some burger Doritos and they do keep making me belch a bit. Oh, just one cornetto, give it to me. Just one cornetto with a cup of tea. Could you imagine that? Like you lick your ice cream and then you drink the tea and then the ice cream's all melted. Oh my god, yeah, we went to, years and years ago, we went to this events thing, and I think they still do it to this day, but it was in somewhere in Subway near Marks Tay, and what was that? Yeah, that's good. And it was basically these locomotives. Do the locomotion. But it was like Thomas the Tank Engine, Daisy, and I'm talking like proper years ago when we was like probably about 5 or 6. And you get to like go on their little different engines, and they've actually got the face of the proper like face of the engine in that. And you would go like literally up and down the track, and that was it. It didn't really do anything else. But it was really fun because you had all these old-fashioned trains and carriages, and the train shed was the best because there was a big train in there. It didn't go anywhere, you just got to sit there. It was really lovely. We decided to get off and go on the mini train. You know, the mini trains that you can sit on. And it always amazes me how you can sit on it and it doesn't like make the train go around, because all that weight, you know, on this tiny little train. But anyway, we decided to get an ice cream, and I could have sworn the milk was bad because it tasted like milk when it goes off. You know how milk goes off, you know, you pour it out and it's all lumpy where it's gone out, and then I thought, well, I'll get another one, and my dad didn't want it, so I ended up having to try and eat 2, and the milk was horrible, and he gave us a refund because it was obviously bad milk. But I remember this time when we had Rice Krispies, and the milk, I can't stand the blue milk. The one with the blue lid is full of fat, and sometimes you pour out your cereal and you get a big clump of fat on it, and it's like, ugh. And again, we done that once and the milk was bad, and I said, like, this don't taste right. So my mum tasted a bit and she was like, yeah, that's gone off. So we didn't have any cereal for that day. But the only milk, I don't know what the red one is or the orange one, I think there's a purple one as well, but I'll always buy the semi-skimmed one, the green one, because you don't get any fat in that. So, but now it's, for all these years we've had a green lid on it, and now the government has decided that green lids, after all these years, are not good for the environment for recycling. So now you have a white lid, so every time you're putting the milk away, you're like, well, where's the lid gone? So, because America, they have big, like, fat milk cartons, whereas we have, our cartons come like this. So here's one for you, lazy retired granny. And milk comes like this. So we have it in a carton like that, but I get the semi-skimmed, this one. It's still got a little bit of fat, but that does, see what I mean about the white lid? We're so used to having green, and it's like, well, where's my lid gone? But yeah, your cartons, because I've got a friend in, what's it called? It's something ABBA or Arizona, yeah. My friend in Arizona has this big chunky fat thing. And I've never seen milk, and when I showed her, she was like, oh my god, that milk is like so good. So it's interesting, isn't it, how different countries have different styles of packaging. But yeah, I don't think I'm expecting any parcels tomorrow. There's a lot of them still on the plane at the moment, so yeah, I'm not expecting anything too soon. Just one cornetto, give it to me. But I do love a cup of tea and a slice of cake. I love the bloody cake. Ugh, no min. I swear I need more wax. But Tessa bought me a lot, so what I mean is I need to fill the pen up. Does anyone remember, I don't know if you get it overboard, but does anyone remember Takeshi's Castle and the Crystal Maze? I used to love that. And they did a revival, they bring it back, I think it was last year or the year before, because it was axed for years, and then they bring it back with that guy from the Big Bang Theory, I think he's in. You know, the one with black hair and the glasses. But yeah, hello! Oh, so I've just got an offer come through. Yeah, I'll have that. Would you sell that for that? Yes. Bosh. Love that, thank you. Sold. Thank you very much. Good job I kept that Amazon box, because that can go in there. What it is I want to sell off my wall clock, because if anyone knows me, you'll know that I love my clocks. I've got wall clocks, watches, alarm clocks, but I didn't really want to get rid of this clock because it's going to be quite hard to adapt with no clock in the kitchen. But the surveyor that came round recently said that there needs to be an extractor fan put in the kitchen. I have no say in that whatsoever. That's, you know, it's their property, so I only rent it, so it's what they say has to go. So they now want to put an extractor fan, and I've been here since 2015, and they've only just decided that they want to put an extractor fan in. So I thought, well, I don't know if I'm going to get that. I don't know where it's going to, like where else I can put the wall clock. So I'm going to sell that off, and you know, because I won't be able to put it in the kitchen no more, and I don't really need a clock in every room. So yeah. But any sales I get, I just reinvest it into paintings, because it's just fun. And I really am very serious about this. I feel like I'm going to be doing this forever till I'm old and grey. I just feel like this is so addictive. Like, you can't. Once you're in it, you've got the bug, as Liz Harrison would say. Where is my 4? There we go. My eyes are literally stinging, and I don't know why, because I got up at 12. Like, Sundays are the only day I lie in, so I don't know. It's the only day as well I don't set an alarm. But this was quite funny because with Christmas, the turkey takes so bloody long to cook, so we cook it through the night and we put an alarm on so that by the morning it's ready, and then we can have it for the. We normally put it on at like 4 o'clock in the morning, and then by about 10 a.m. it's ready. So, but it was quite funny because when I got it, I always set an alarm as well just to help my mum in case she forgets. But we always get the turkey crown because no one wants to sit there on Christmas Day cutting and carving and getting all the bones out and giblets, and most chickens they take the giblets out, which is basically the insides of the chicken, to be frank. But yeah. Give it to me, just one cornetto, and you will see. La 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 la, la la la, la 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 la. I need a wee. I do not. I don't. Tell him why I said that. I need a wee. I don't need a wee. I need a drink is what I was supposed to say, as you can see. Oh my god. You can tell when I'm getting tired because I come out with like random things. Whoever invented that cornetto song is just the best. But there's another ice cream in Ben & Jerry's called a honey bunny or something. Now a honey bun, my American friends will know this, a honey bun is like a cake, and you can get iced honey buns. And I've had a honey bun and I'm not really a lover of it. To me it's just the same as like a cinnamon swirl. What we have over here is cinnamon cake with currants and perhaps a bit of icing on. But we also get cinnamon rolls, which you can make sandwiches out, put a bit of ham in. My dad normally gets that a lot, and yeah. But they're made from Miss Debbie's, but the one cake I used to get is I used to import from America for a friend of mine, but unfortunately the friendship didn't really work out. You know when like you don't know what it is, but you the way I describe it is it's like a positive and a negative magnet. As much as you try and be friends, that you just clash all the time, and I don't know why. We don't know, you know, I don't know why, the other person don't know why. We just don't get on. And I used to get the Christmas tree cakes over there from Miss Debbie's. Now, if any of my American friends want to send me that, just do let me know, because I would love to have them again. We can get them on Amazon, but they want near enough £25 for like 5 cakes, literally 5 individual single cakes in a box. But the zebra cakes are gorgeous. They really have a lot of lovely cakes over there. So America's is like Mrs. Debbie's, and we have a similar brand over here called Mr. Kipling. And everyone thinks that Mr. Kipling is a real person, and it's not. Mr. Kipling is basically just a name, but it goes Mr. Kipling exceedingly good cakes, and they really are exceedingly good cake. You know? So yeah. Hello, hello. You know? Yeah, so you've had a bit of chickens. I'll check the diary in a minute to see what. I think we've got a double of Wilbur, because I did put in a double of Wilbur on both days just to really push that along, because I really would like this, and the chicken and Wilbur are probably the furthest ones ahead done. So yeah. But when I go to the pound shop, which America normally has Hobby Lobby or Dollar Tree, but I'm gonna see if they've got any more of them Jaffa cakes for 25p. I literally bought like one box, and the manager was behind me, and he said, "Buy some more." And I was like, "Are you trying to clear them?" I was like, "Do you know what? I will then. You know, fuck it." So then I got like 4, and he was like, "Thank you so much," because obviously they can't make money on it. If they don't sell, they've just got to like chuck them in the bin. So there's actually a place I know. They literally they want to make money on something, so they sell Christmas trees. And what they do is, when it's like getting after Christmas, they reduce it down to 1p, and basically he's not prepared to just get rid of it, so he'll sell it for a penny, literally a penny, to sell that tree. 1p for a tree. So if you want to buy a tree for 1 penny, then just, you know, go buy them. But that's just madness. I mean, you're not going to make a sale on 1p. I mean, you're not going to make a profit on 1p, are you? so yeah. Do 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 do. Oh yeah. What I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to do this session a bit short today, because I would like to get ready for the news. Put the kettle on. I'll put the kettle on, we'll all have tea. But yeah, anyway, put the kettle on, and then got to wrap up this thing to send it off to the locker for the customer. And then I will call it a day, I think, and go in my bed and watch Dragon's Den and a bit of TikTok before I fall asleep. So I feel like I need a daily dose of TikTok before I go to bed. But TikTok is addictive. Like, you keep scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, and yeah, it's very addictive. But I also want to show you the diary just to see what I've got next week. I'll have a look and tell you what's coming up. But it's not going to be long now, Angela, if you're watching. That's Haunting Going On with Angela's Life Journey. Your gift that you got me, that's scheduled to go out on the 15th of July, so it's only a couple of weeks or so, and then that will go up. Because when I get like fan mail, it just depends how quick I can get it in on the schedule, because I have a lot of Temu unboxings in front of that video. So I need to get, I think what I'll do Wednesday is I'll get that unboxing with the other summer painting that I was telling you about, because that's already started filming. So I would like to get that on the channel sort of now if I can. So, but yeah, let's leave that there. I've got to be honest with you, I'm not going to lie here, but I do feel a little bit disappointed with this brownie colour that they've decided to use. You know, this grey colour. I do personally feel that this is not going to look very good, because I get the impression that this around here is supposed to be like a shadow effect, but I'm really not sure. But I just feel like it's not going to look as nice, because we've been putting white in, but it's just don't seem like the same. So I don't know on that one. I don't know. But let's put that on. I'll clear that off later, because what I do is if they fell on there and I find a symbol, I drag it into position, so that's why I tend to leave it on. But we are whizzing away on this. See what I mean? It's like, I'm not sure. I mean, it does work though, because it's a grey, she's more of like a grey hen by the looks of it. But I just, I just don't really agree with the colour. It could be that I swap it out to a white, but I reckon it's like the sun is shining on her, and that's perhaps why it's dark. But it's very, very dark in colour, isn't it, for a chicken? But chicken, you do get grey chicken. So, but yeah, we've only got this row here to do, and then it's time to get all the little chicks on. But as I said, from here to down there, I'll just make that into a big square. But it's looking really lovely, isn't it? So really, really good. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, tap the bell if you want to be notified for all the videos I do. If you want to get this for yourself, the link's in the description of the video. Take care, and I'll catch you later.